I feel like one of the themes that I've seen throughout your work over the years is having people be really comfortable with failures and setbacks and all the twists and turns. Can you talk a little bit about that journey? We have a lot of people in our audience who are just starting out, and I feel like there's so much fear about if they fail or if things are going to flop, and you always have such a great point of view on it.
I used to think that Monopoly was a good board game. And I, in fact, invented Godin Monopoly, which you can find the rules for online. But I thought it was good. Like at one point, my kids and I were so good at it, we could play it in the car without the board. We just knew where all the properties were, and we would roll the dice in our head and do the whole thing.
Wow.
Monopoly is not a good board game. I've come to that conclusion. But there's a good lesson here, and the lesson is this. Unless you're 4 years old, if you lose at Monopoly, I think you realize it's not personal. Right? It was a game. You didn't get the rolls you needed. Maybe you made a couple strategy mistakes, but you can play again tomorrow. It's not about you. Don't have a tantrum. Don't turn the board over, and don't beat yourself up. It's just a game. So what if we take that mindset, which is very adult and very mature and works for us, and apply it to what happens if your book proposal doesn't get sold, or apply it to what happens if no one responds to the comment you posted under this thing, right? In all of these things, you didn't get a promotion? Well, that's a little bit like landing on Park Place when someone else has an apartment there. Sorry, but it's not necessarily about you. We are playing this game with 1.5, 2, 3, 4 billion other people, moving pieces around, contributing, investing, sometimes landing on other properties, figuring out what to roll next, right? If you can look at it that way, the question is, will you be better at the game or will you be worse at the game? And what we know is you will be better at the game. You will be better at the game because you can approach it with joy and you can approach it without being locked up in tense fear, right?
Yes.
And so isn't that the goal, to be better at the game?
Yes.
So we can be mindful, we can be present, we can breathe and say, oh, that's interesting. And that answer, that's interesting, is so much better than, oh my God, I'm never going to get another thing, and then that's going to happen, and then that's going to happen, and that's going to happen, and then I'm going to be dead. Because we all fear being dead, but we don't have to fear being dead every time the phone rings, every time we get the little tweet sound, every time, like, it actually isn't fatal. So don't act like it's fatal.
I love it.